Alright, what's up, man? This is Uncle Me Goodbar right here. Probably some of you Negroes gonna see me out there on YouTube making comments. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make this video, and there's a reason why I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a few series. I'm not gonna get on here to try to get as many likes and stuff like that on there. Tell you to subscribe to my channel only to the fact that if you are willing to get some information. And this is going out to the brothers and perhaps brothers and sisters and families of African American descent, specifically targeting those who are looking to get the hell off the plantation and out the matrix. You know, it's getting serious, and the poop is getting closer to the fan, and shit's getting real serious out here. I just talked to my boy back home where I'm from in Texas, and him and his wife, they've been talking about it for a while. They've just been talking, but now they stepped it up. They're looking at ways of getting out of the United States. They're looking at ways of how can they create and make American dollars and get out of the United States, man. I've been out of the plantations for 20 years. I left back in the 90s when it was the height of living in the States. The American dollar before 2001, y'all. If y'all remember, and brothers that remember the 90s, it was a golden era for a lot of stuff. It was a golden era for black music. It was a golden era for hip hop. It was a golden era for R&B. Looking back at it, it was a damn good era. And money. Bill Clinton, the Democrats were in, money was high. And you gotta understand that the United States dollar, man, United States dollar is a staple around the world. It is a currency that is used. All other currencies around the world are used against the US dollar because of its standing. Before 9/11, the dollar was high. Okay, so traveling, going to other countries like y'all brothers doing now, back then when I was doing it, it was the bomb. Plus, there wasn't too many folks traveling. Why? Why you need to go nowhere? Everything was there at the States, man. Why you need to go somewhere? You don't need to go nowhere, man. We go to California. We go down to Miami, you know. We go down to New Orleans, down to the boot. Go to New York. You know, go to Vegas. You can travel. Brother, back then, brothers, they wasn't traveling like crazy like they are now. You had, if you was traveling far out like brothers are starting to do now, you was either number one, you was either in the military, or number two, you played football in Canada, or you just knew about traveling, and that was very rare. And most brothers back then was traveling, going to places. Man, when I got out, people were like, why you want to live there? Why you want to move there? You know, because everything was good. I lived in Canada and worked in the States. So that American money I was taking in Canada, that shit, man, I was making money. I was using the best of both worlds. But what I'm going to plan on doing in the next few videos, I'm going to throw out there some tidbits for you to use. I'm not going to give you a strategy for how you're going to leave if that's what you want to do, but I'm going to put some stuff out there for you brothers to get out there and figure out for yourself. You got to come up with your own strategy, but I'm going to give some pointers. I'm going to give you some stuff, some tidbits that you brothers need to know. Man, y'all got the internet. You know, when it was my era, we had encyclopedias, man. And no offense, but some of you niggas, man, seem like y'all dumber now than you was then. You got the internet. There's no excuse for you not gaining knowledge and deciphering between what's bullshit and what's not. A lot of you niggas like bullshit. Garbage in, garbage out. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, you know what? Some of y'all brothers are still, you're making money and stuff, but you're still at the bottom of the economy. Them white folks in the United States ain't gonna give you nothing, man. How many years y'all gonna keep figuring that shit out? If you're gonna take what they, listen, our ancestors, black folks, we built the United States. Y'all got a book, the Negro Almanac. Y'all need to look that up and see how many inventions black folks have made. 90% of the inventions in America are made by black folk. But the white folks are benefiting off of what we done. And you sitting up here still dancing, Master Charlie. Come on, Master. Which is you gonna recognize as me? They ain't gonna recognize us. They gonna recognize you, man. They're not gonna give you shit. And if you want to take it, guess what? They are prepared to kill you for it. Are you prepared to shed your blood to get that shit? No, you ain't. Most of you niggas ain't prepared to do that. You ain't prepared to die. You're not willing to die. You'll just keep doing the same old bullshit, playing victim shit, hoping one day they're gonna give in. No, they ain't gonna give in. You're gonna stay at the bottom. Now, I'm not saying that leaving the United States is etched in stone the only way, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Marcus Garvey, that's my greatest black hero of all time. He's the one that came up with the Back to Africa movement in the 20s. That's a brilliant motherfucker. And you know what? If he would have pulled it off, the United States would not be the same. Almost pulled it off. And you know what? Ghana is giving out citizenship to African Americans. Doesn't mean you have to move there. I'd seriously suggest that some of you brothers and sisters get it. Just in case the shit hit the fan, you got somewhere to go. But you know, you nigga, I likes my 30-inch donks in my 69 Chevy, nigga. I can't go to Africans and do what I do's here. I likes the scraps off the master's table. And you niggas are used to that plantation shit. How long y'all gonna keep doing it? You're still at the bottom of the American economy. All them niggas. You know, alone, black folk alone in 2017 alone, nobody else in the United States, just black folk alone, spent $1.7 trillion on consumer goods in the United States of America. 1.7 trillion! That's a lot of money. I think that's what, equivalent to 3 warehouses the size of a football field full of money on a pallet stacked 5 feet high. That's how much money you niggas spent. If you manage your money and save that, man, you could damn near control the world. I don't understand it. But anyhow, I'm not going to get off into that. What I am going to get into is the fact I'm going to be telling you brothers about some things that y'all need to do if you're looking at seriously traveling and living. Because I'm going to tell you, some of you brothers are starting to go to different countries, you know. And out of that, there are 2 different classes of brothers. The traveling simp and the brothers that want to get out. The traveling simp is only interested in one thing: smashing. That's it. That's what he doing. That's what he was doing in the States. And you know what? Now I done put 2 and 2 together. Now I see why the sisters and them hoes in the States act the way they act. You got 3, 4s, and 5s acting like they 9, 10, 11s. Why? Because you got them dehydrated, thirsty, sucker-ass super simps simping and fessing over some nappy, fat butt crack. That's why. And so them hoes can pick and choose the best simp out of them all. And the same simps are going down to the DR, and that's all they do. They save enough money to get them a plane ticket to go down there to spend their money on some butthole and vagina and raw. And then y'all got the nerve to talk about Jason Pope. Okay, you didn't hit the 600 or 700 or the 1,000 mark, but you batting 100 or 200, paying for it raw. Them the traveling simps. Them kind of niggas, I'm just telling you, I'm not putting you down. You brothers can do what you want to do. But I'm just letting you know the consequences for what you do. You're not going to fly high. Ass don't make you money. Spending your money on holes don't make you money. You lose money. As a matter of fact, you're going to catch a disease and lose your life. But that's your business. I'm just saying that, because at first I was worried about, daggone, man, boy, what if these simps start going to places like Estonia or Japan, Thailand, Philippines, Panama, Ecuador, Guyana, Argentina. And I'm like, no, they're not going to go to them places. Because that's too far out of their comfort zone, and they're only interested in one thing: having sex with a whore. Now, you got that all over the world, but the dynamic for the DR is perfect for the traveling simp from the States. Why? It's not that far from the States. It's cheap, and them bitches are stuck on an island, and they willing to give up that ass to make ends meet. They ain't got no economy down there. Right now, you simp niggas are the economy. That's why. And you know what? They starting to act just like the sisters in the States. Scheming and finding ways to drain your bank account because you a suck-ass simp. You went down there paying for your ass. And now you done created a whole new monster. Other countries you can't do that shit in because the dynamics are different. Not only that, you need to learn to speak the language. Now, some of you brothers know how to speak Spanish, but you got other places that have Portuguese. You got other places that do French, Russian, Papua New Guinea. That's another place in the out in the Pacific. You're not going to go to places like Western Samoa, stuff like that, New Zealand, New Caledonia. Y'all ain't probably never heard. That's an island west of Australia. Beautiful. But y'all ain't going to do that. So I'm not worried about the traveling simp. And I'm just making an observation, okay? You brothers can do what you want. If that's how you want to spend your life, you can call me Dick Police all you want to. I'll call a thing. That's what it is. You niggas simping over that ass, okay? And it getting worse. I don't teach my son to simp over ass. I raised my son. My daddy taught me the same thing. You don't simp over no ass. My old man used to tell me. He said, "Pussy's like dominoes, and not all bones is good bones." Okay, so that's your business. You brothers enjoy yourself down there. Okay, anything bad happen, you ain't got nobody else but to blame yourself. Okay, for the other brothers that want to get the hell out of there, listen, you've got choices depending on the type of country that you like living in. If you like living in Europe, take a trip to Europe. Okay, do research on the country that you're in. It doesn't hurt to learn simple words in the language, like introduction, how are you, goodbye, good morning, good night, a little bit. Because they're going to ask you, do you know the language in their language? And if you can say a little bit in their language, it's impressive. People love it when you learn about their culture. You gain a great whole deal of a thing, especially talking to women. Don't bring them females back to the United States. She'll be gone in 60 seconds. She'll get turned out. These are for the brothers that want to get out. Whether you want to move and live in Colombia, whether you want to. This is why I was telling you earlier about the American dollar. It is still, right now, the American dollar is still the standard of the world. In a lot of places it goes for. Now in Europe, the euro's a little higher, so that means you're gonna have to save some money. But if you're willing to go into the countries, you get a citizenship in them countries, you're gonna be doing nice. Why? Because you get free health care, and you go to college for free, so you could retool. All right, you just got to do your research. Do your research. Some of you brothers might want to prefer an Asian woman, Southeast Asia, or Japan, or whatever. Do your research, okay? Save your money. You think that little old job you making your 14, 15, 16 bucks an hour ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you, man, it go a long way somewhere else, okay? And you got tools on the internet. You can look up a U.S. dollar, compare it to the money of the country that you're going in, and see how far it go. That's what you do. All right, I ain't gonna stay on here too long. This is just the very first of a few, because in the next video chats that I'm gonna do for you brothers, I got a whiteboard. I'm gonna break it down on what you need to look for in doing research and comparison. Okay, and I'm telling you, you know, a brother out here, I'm gonna have a discussion about that. A lot of black folk, and especially them plantation niggas. See, I'm like Django. I'm free out here. And I got a lot of niggas calling me a Negro PN. Yeah, you dumb niggas don't know nothing. How to spell it for me? You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of niggas around here that ain't never gone nowhere. Ain't never been past they state, they city limit. If they did go traveling, they went on cruise ship and they had everything in sight, can't swim, and came back. Like 90 miles off the coast of Florida and come back, you ain't gone nowhere. Most of them niggas that are running their mouth on there with the chats, they ain't gonna never go nowhere. Them kind of niggas, them Stevens. They'll stay right there, they'll suffer and die. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for right now. It's just a little 15-minute rant I just did. But look forward for some more good information for you brothers trying to get out, man. Uncle B. Goodmar. Peace.